if you want to enable the encryption, or if you want to enable the Kerberos. So Kerberos I can show you because it's easy to show you hands-on. LDAP integration, I can give you the steps to do it because I don't have an Active Directory server like a real time, but yeah, I can give an idea how to do it. Kerberos hands-on can be shown in the class, and also how you can enable the SSL or encryption for the MongoDB. This will be covered in security. After that, I will come to the next topic, which is administration. Administration will include the monitoring of the database, all the monitoring commands, and the backup, restore commands, export, import database, and some free open source tools which you can use with MongoDB. Apart from that, also some basic stuff to migrate from MySQL to MongoDB, or MongoDB to MySQL, or how you can have few scripts to bulk import the data and all those kind of things. So this all will cover in an administration. Okay. Here, few topics in administration will be of your choice. If you want to know how to do a bulk operation and all those kind of things, it completely depends upon the student interest. So I will not focus or force the topics which sometimes student doesn't like to know. I have a knowledge on it. I was working on for 5 years. So any topic of anybody's choice can come and they can ask me. The next step which I will cover will be the performance tuning. Now in performance tuning, it will be complete what I can say that indexing. First, how to monitor the query performance. How can we get that this query, how much time is taken, it has taken indexes or not, all those query things, and then indexes, how we can do an indexes. Then the most important topics which MongoDB will have is the replication, configuring the replica set. These hands-on will be showed on cloud to give a candidate a real-time experience with the 3 servers. It's not like that doing on a Windows machine and showing some dummy hands-on, and student is not going to get understand what is going on in the backend. The real kind of environment setup will be there, where I will show a replication, how it happens, and same thing will be with the sharding. And after that, there will be few more queries like gridfs of the MongoDB. Then last will be the MongoDB Ops Manager. This is a tool. This is a MongoDB automation configuration and management tool. So, and monitoring tool, sorry. Monitoring. With this tool, whatever I am doing from here to here can be done in an automated way. For example, this tool will recommend me what indexes need to be created on databases, which query is taking time. All these things will be recommended by this tool automatically. I need to put the IP address of the server and complete MongoDB replica set, sharded cluster can be deployed. So this tool I will come in the end, because if I focus on this tool in the initial of the classes, then most of the students will not be interested in this basics stuff of administration and configuration using the commands, because it's very simple to do from this tool. A simple clicks and you can be good to play. After that, depending upon the student interest, if he is interested, then how to deploy a MongoDB on a Docker. This is totally on the interest of the student. It's an optional if you want to see, because most of the companies now are moving toward the microservices. They want to deploy, they want to scale up only whenever there is a requirement. So how, if the load will come high, how the MongoDB servers will spin up and they share the load with each other. Okay, so all those things can be done, and this completely topic is completely depend upon interest. So this is not of a part of the course content. If he is interested, this can be shown to him. I ask all the students if they want to see it. I can tell them how this can be made possible. That is all from my side. Any question on this content, please ask me.
Okay, I think it is good. So when you say Docker, do you have any experience with Kubernetes?
Kubernetes, I have an experience, but not so much. I am not an expert in Kubernetes, but as part of my project, because I am working in a company, so there we on the fly Kubernetes nodes, that all those kind of things we do. So I have some experience of working in, some experience with kubectl commands, and some experience with EKS.
Okay, yeah. So a lot of companies instead of using Docker, what they're using is they're using.
When I say Docker, bro, it means it's up to your choice. You want to deploy it on the Kubernetes or Docker. Okay.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, they're using either
see,
Docker Swarm or.
architecture will be the same. Only the script which used to deploy them will be little different. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I think you pretty much covered most of the things, but just the only thing is if you reduce the time that you spent on the first two parts, can you show the first two? Less on like the first two. I don't see. Are you writing something on the? Okay. Yeah, the first one, the NoSQL databases and the NoSQL database basics. If you spend a little time on that and then start with the installation, and setup, and yeah,
with the basics only. So it's covered with the basics. So first I gave an idea. See, my course contents are all, see, the one thing I told you, I don't prefer in the fixed course contents. My course contents are always depend upon the candidates who are joining with me. Some candidates, they are already very good in the databases like SQL databases, MySQL, Oracle. So they already have a database knowledge. So they are not interested in those things. NoSQL, SQL, and some candidates, they are coming from the basic backgrounds and they have very less knowledge of the traditional databases. So I need to explain them also what is an Oracle, how it works, how the Oracle is different from this. Okay, so why we are not using an Oracle, now we are moving to this. So these questions I need to answer for those candidates. So about the topic, it depends upon, see, these topics are pretty much I need to cover at any cost. These are the topics. Okay, so
yeah,
I can't skip anything from here. This is a core MongoDB topics. These topics which are marked in red color, these all are based on the student interest. Okay, how much time they want to spend here, and I am not giving any outline for the class completion. So I am not saying that it will be 20-hour sessions only or 21-hour sessions. It completely depend upon the students. Though I have tried to complete within a month, that will be my full try to complete it. But if sometimes student want to expand because he want to go little slow, he want to do a practice parallelly when he's learning these things, I am okay with it. I am not a pushy kind of a thing. 20-hour session done, boss, we are gone. So now you know my side is done. No, you need to do from your side. So it's not like this kind of a
yes,
thing. Flexible on my all those things, and few
okay,
more. After every class, the video of the classes will be shared with the student. It will be recorded during the session only, and after that, some documents, if required by the students, basic documents which are already there, architecture documents, some basic commands, some dumps on MongoDB certification if somebody wants to complete that certification also. So all those material will be provided after. I will not provide the material on the day one or those things because then most of the people will be handicapped. If I give them that task, they open the document and do it. They don't put their effort. I want people in my sessions to use the Google as much as they can use, because as an engineer, I feel if a candidate doesn't know how to search for the issue online and how to resolve it, he is not capable of working on it because he has to open his mind. He doesn't have all the things handy in his hand and he just go and check the document, search in the document and get the things. He should use some of his own efforts to find a resolution. Sometime I give a task that this node, I might corrupt the node and ask the student to bring this node up, so he can do some kind of search online and try to bring it up. So those things I try. So that is why I have all the documents already. I have given, I told you, 500 plus classes. So if I go for my content, I have already online some content on my Google Cloud is almost around 80-90 GB of the videos are there already. So these are all different classes videos. So which is already available. I have a lot of topics, those kind of things, but I don't prefer to give in the initial days of the class. I always prefer to give it slowly because I want students to learn something of their own. So that is the reason. Okay. Okay. Any question?
if you go to the course outline,
Yeah. This is
The
a
Word
course order.
document?
Yeah, this is, I have opened that only. I think it's
No,
uploading.
I can't see. I'm seeing a different screen.
I don't know why.
Yes. Okay.
I
Okay.
think
So, you know, after crude operation, if you cover replica sets and the sharding, because if you introduce security before replica set, it will confuse them. Okay. Yeah.
no
Okay.
issues. It will be totally depend upon you. Okay, it's not a kind of fixed
Yeah.
content
Yeah.
going to be played.
Yes. So I think this, I don't know where do you want to put data validation. You can put it anywhere. After
Here we will put it
operation,
like
I don't know.
I will put it in the same line with the CRUD operations because it's just the 3 commands. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not going
Okay.
to this because it's just a
Okay.
3 commands.
Yes.
You get an idea of these 3 commands, everything will be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It goes with the. Okay. I think it's a new feature with 3.2 version, right? So you can put it there. Yeah. So since I will not be attending these classes, I want to make sure because they are my family, and I want to make sure that they succeed, and also you succeed as well. And they asked me to talk to you because they don't have any idea about Mongo that much, and they
So
would
no
like to
issues on
learn
that.
about it, but they don't have. Yeah.
So no issues on the content and classes. I'm pretty much sure that they will be fully. If they put an effort, they will be fully much impressed and will be able to learn after the classes. Yes, though
Okay.
it takes time because it's a different kind of a database. First few days, the people will
Mm-hmm.
feel something different is going on, but slowly
Yeah.
they on the line.
Yes. Also, on the third one, after you cover NoSQL database and the few NoSQL database basics, is it possible to add introduction to Linux, like to how to see processes, the MongoDB running processes,
Okay, no
copy
issues.
files,
You say
tracing directory? No, before that, before internal architecture.
no, I will show them
Before,
there because I will install the on Linux also, no MongoDB. So I will show them on that day how to run some basic commands of Linux and all those kind of things. Okay.
okay. Yeah, so you will be the trainer, right? So I want to make sure
I'm,
that you will be training
the
them.
trainer. I am the trainer only.
Okay, it won't be changed, right? So what is your name? First name?
My name is Jonit. So I will be the trainer for throughout the course. So there will be no change
Okay,
in the during the course.
no change. Okay.
Okay. I'm not a
Yeah,
group of. I'm a individual freelancer working. Okay. So there will be no change in the trainer during the session, during the course.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I want to miss because I'm talking to you, and then after that, if someone is changed, that will not be fair, right? Because I just talked to you, right? So
No, no, it will not be a
yeah,
change. So because
yeah. Okay.
it's only me who is working alone on this. So I don't have any team.
Yeah,
So someone.
yeah. Okay. So and in the first part and the internal architecture, if you can cover MongoDB data modeling, or are you gonna cover under
See,
the data modeling?
in the CRUD operation only, I am covering the data modeling.
You'll
There's
cover.
not,
Okay.
but
Okay.
there's
Good.
not lot
That's
in the
fine.
MongoDB data modeling because I think
Yeah.
MongoDB is a lot of a dynamic schema. So usually people don't focus a lot on the data modeling. I will tell you frankly. So I discussed the basic data modeling here. Some kind of a data modeling. I forget one topic to discuss, which I'll discuss here. That is aggregation.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Aggregation.
topic, yeah.
Mhm.
Any
So
question?
in the aggregation, don't get into the map radius. Just only general basic aggregation. Basic and crude too. On the crude, just basic crude operation. Don't get detailed into just basic queries, how to update, how to find, and how to remove and all those things, right? So don't get into that much detail into the crude because they want to focus on the DBA part and they don't have to spend a lot of time like on CRUD and all those things. So if they have basic understanding of how to create, read, update, and delete, that's enough. But the main thing is the replica set. Replica set, I need them to understand very well the replica set, how the replication works, and if possible, instead of directly going into the cloud, if you can show them on the window, like, because if you show them on cloud, they will be confused. Like if you go to AWS and create security groups and EC2 instances, they then, okay, what is this EC2 instances? They will start, being confused again because they don't have that much knowledge about AWS or Google Cloud or Azure, right? So if possible, show them on a Windows, like with different ports or whatever on your machine, and then after that you can show them on the cloud.
For me also, no issues. I'll show them on Windows also.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's good. You are good. You seem good. So I think it looks good, right? So how long is the training? So and what time is the training time?
Mostly I try to cover it in 20 hours, okay? But again, it depends upon both the parties, okay?
Totally, how many hours you said?
20, minimum 20 hours.
Okay, so that is like how many days and how many hours per day?
Minimum 1 hour a day. If somebody want to fast track it, weekends, I can spend more time. Okay. Is that clear?
Okay, yeah, that 20 hours is very small. It's not.
No. See, I told minimum 20 hours. So it completely depends upon the candidate. Okay. So minimum, some DBs come for the training and they feel 20 hours is very much. They want to wind up in 10 to 15 hours. So it completely depends upon. I told you minimum 20 hours. I don't told you that.
And what is the maximum?
Maximum it can go to 30 hours.
Okay.
I don't feel MongoDB is so vast. You are also experienced. The more time the people spend will be on replication and sharding. If I take replication and sharding, it will take 8 to 10 days minimum for somebody to get comfortable with these things. The remaining CRUD operation is a 2-day. First few topics will take 4 days. CRUD operations will take maximum 2 days with data modeling. And then security, administration, security will be a 1-day task. With out of the commands, because some commands will be already covered in the CRUD operation. And after that, you have the data, that administration backup. These are all the single commands with the different combinations. If I join the combination of the commands, how to take and backup with an oplog replay and all those kind of things, it will be maximum 10 commands for a backup and 10 commands, 5 to 6 commands for a restore. Then with this tool, MongoDB Ops Manager will going to take 2 to 3 days. 2 days minimum.
Okay. So in the administration, you will cover all the tools, right? Like backup, restore, Mongo import, export, and all those things. Mongo
import, Mongo export, BSON dump. If
that is on the administration.
And see, in administration, backup and import, export, all commands, Mongo stats, how to do the administration and how to upgrade the MongoDB also will be there in this thing. Okay, and how to migrate.
Yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah, that's good. So, Ops Manager, can you make it green? Ops Manager, can you make it green?
You want that compulsory? Okay, so that let me make it green.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, that's good now.
Okay.
So
if the candidates are very fresh in MongoDB, I don't prefer this topic for them. But still, if you want, I can give some dumps on this topic. If they're a little bit experienced in databases like you, then this topic will be a good choice for them. But if they're very fresh, then then it will create an issue.
Yeah, okay. They will see how it goes, and if they need, they will request it. But you know, it's the main thing. The main thing I want is I want them to be able to create a replica set, like you know,
No issues on
comfortable
that.
with
No,
replica set. That
I
is the
will show
main
them.
thing.
Don't worry on that. I will show the complete in and out of replication. Don't worry. All the possibilities,
Yeah.
how to add, how to remove a node. If there's a replication lag, how can they cover that replication lag? How to move
Okay.
from in a replica set, how to move from an insecure cluster to a secure cluster. Most of the guys face these issues while they are doing administration.
Okay. So when can you start? So when can we start?
You let know that consultant when want to know he will update me on that. Thus, so then finally we can start based on your. I will let him know my free timings and all those kind of things. Okay, and then we can start. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what time is good for you? During night time. At this time is 8:30 good time?
See, this time is
8:30
also good
p.m.
for me.
Eastern. This time,
6
yeah.
a.m. is a good
Today's
6
time.
a.m. is a good time for me. Which time we started today demo? 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. is a good time for me. If candidate wants in his evening timings, my see for example my evening times. I don't know which country they are, so based on that, I'm flexible both with the morning and evening timings. Just 7 to 8 a.m. slot already is booked for someone. I'm already giving some trainings. 7 to 8 is already booked, and 8 to 8:30 is already booked in the morning. After that, I go to an office. I'm doing a proper job. Then I come back by 5:30 to 6, and then after 8 p.m. in the night, 8 to 10, I have a free slot. Anytime they want, they can have a session. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's do today's hour. The time that we met today. That is it's 8:30 here. Let's do that.
Okay. Okay, that's great. So we can start on the same time. Okay. By 6:05,
Okay.